Kalimera, welcome to Asites village. Today we're going to have a look at the bell making factory. We've got Carla with us. Carla was a tourist guide for many years. She used to show people the village and the bell making factory, and she's actually stopped for quite a few years now. But today she's very kindly agreed to reenact one of her tours for us. Carla, what brings you to Crete?
What brought me to Crete, first of all, was my job. I was a rep, as you call that, in one of the bigger tourist companies, tour operators. But very soon I fell in love with the island.
Yes.
And then I became a guide, because I thought when I'm guiding I also learn a lot, and I can, give my love for Crete to others as well. So that's one of the tours I did, Asites, and I liked it because it was on foot.
Yes.
Yes.
And you speak very good Greek. How did you learn that?
It's not very good. I still make mistakes. You can still hear I'm a xeni, as we say. But that's a funny thing, because I was working in a travel agency in the Netherlands.
Yes.
And I spoke my school languages, as most of the Dutch do, and Spanish. And the first tour they sent me on, like an incentive tour to find out what was going on there, was Cyprus. And I got a bit upset because I couldn't understand the words. So I decided to learn Greek, just like that.
I think the Greek in Cyprus is different to the Greek in...
It's definitely,
yes.
yes, it definitely is. But they can understand each other.
Yeah.
So I did a writing course that time, long time ago, more than 30 years ago. It was writing with cassettes, sending them in, getting them back, like with comments. So I could really read and write very well, but I didn't have any practice. So when I came here, my first practice was with the drivers of the tours, like, Posselene, how is your name? And then they answered me, and I was really surprised that it actually worked. So, and then of course, being here, doing the daily things, you get the practice.
You've got a good ear. I'm not so good. You're
the other language anymore.
Okay, so shortly we'll be back at the factory for bell making. Here we are in the bell making factory, where with Banas, who has run the factory for something like 20, 30 years. He took it over from his father. Carla has known Banas for many years, and she understands the process much better than I do. So there you go.
Thank you. So the bell starts like this, with a piece of metal, which of course then has to be bended, starts having shape like this, and as you can see, Minas is doing that right now. Το πραγματάκι αυτό πώς το φτιάχνεις? How do you make this?
Με σίδερο, με το ίδιο το σίδερο του κουδουνιού φτιάχνουμε το...
With the same iron that he makes the bell with,
Την αμπελιά.
the handle is made. Και φτιάχνεις δηλαδή τρύπες και μετά τα βάζεις μέσα ή το κολλάς, πώς?
Ναι, το τρυπάμε και το περνάμε μέσα.
Yeah, so it needs, there needs to be 2 holes in them and then the same iron goes through, and he has the material over there ready-made already for many bells. If there is an order for, like say, 50 bells, there will be all these handles ready-made over there. And you can see there is already an order for many different sizes.
Περίμενα να φτιάξουμε ένα τέτοιο. Αυτό εδώ είναι για να περνάει το δέρμα.
That's where the leather collar goes through.
Και για να παίζει.
And of course, the tool that makes the sound. Perfect.
Έτοιμο.
Nearly ready. So then, what happens then? You dip it in a mix of mud and, among other things, copper. Μετά το βάζεις στο μπάνιο.
Ναι, το λασπώνουμε.
Και το αφήνεις έξω. How long do you leave it outside?
Μέχρι να στεγνώσει. Μετά το βάζουμε
How long is that about, normally?
Σύνδεται στους 1200 βαθμούς. Λιώνουν όλα τα υλικά.
It will be placed outside until it's completely dry after this mud copper bath, and then it's going into the oven, 1200 degrees Celsius, 24 πόση ώρα?
Γύρω στα 5 λεπτά.
For about 5 minutes. Not longer, because if it's longer then it becomes like this. This was a mistake. That doesn't happen very often, so it's a rare thing. It gets this color then after it comes out of the oven. And then the big secret is what Minas does here to the bell, because this, when he hits this edge, it makes every bell sound different. And I think...
Όλα γίνεται από σίδερο, εκτός την παθή, που γίνεται με χαλκό και μπρούζο.
Yeah, it's all iron, just the outside is of course different material, but that's when it comes from the oven. And the way to use it, the right way to use it of course, is this way. And it's nice to hear all the different sounds from small to big, because really they all sound different.
It's better than mix.
This is how it looks from the inside.
With the color. That concludes our tour of the bell making factory. Thank you, Carla. Thank you, Minas. If you would like to see more of these sorts of videos, please hit like and subscribe.